Hi there.
Hi.
Thanks for taking the time to see me today. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. What's your name?
Monica Harper.
Mom. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I did want to give you this as a copy of my resume and my references. I wasn't sure if you would have it, so I thought I'd bring an extra copy for you just in case.
Perfect. I actually did not have it, so yeah, that's awesome. Thank you very much for bringing that in.
You're welcome.
Okay. So Monica, I'm going to ask you a few questions here. Okay. It shouldn't take too terribly long for you.
Okay.
The first question: how would you describe yourself?
I would describe myself as a person who is very highly driven. I'm very self-motivated. I care a lot about teaching, educating, training. That's what a lot of my past work experience has been. I get a lot of satisfaction from being able to equip others with skills so that they can better themselves.
Okay. Very good. Let's see. What 2 or 3 things are most important to you in a job?
2 or 3 things in a job. The most important thing to me is doing work that is meaningful. So I think that I'm a person who can work in a lot of different jobs. I can wear a lot of different hats. I can do a lot of different things as long as I get a real sense of satisfaction out of what I'm doing and know that the work that I'm doing is helping to better people's lives and making a difference. Another thing is a company that truly values its employees and has good communication across the board. An environment where expectations are very clearly defined, um, and where people feel like their concerns can be heard, and that they can voice those, pretty much whenever it's appropriate.
Okay. Let's see here. So, what would you say motivates you to put forth your greatest effort?
Again, it goes back to, for one thing, at a job, you know, knowing that whatever work I'm doing is appreciated by the people that I work for, and also knowing that the work that I'm doing is making a difference in people's lives. Um, I would say that I also just get a lot of satisfaction within myself of knowing that, um, kind of no matter what the outcome of a project or a job is, knowing that I put forth my best effort, it is something that's very highly motivating to me, and knowing that I did whatever I could to make the biggest impact that I can.
Okay. What are your long range career objectives?
Long range, I would like to see myself um, just pursue excellence in the best way that I can in whatever, um, hopefully in this company, but in whatever company I work for. I think that um, I don't know what I'm good at until I try. So I'm open to whatever opportunities for growth are put in front of me. Again, ultimately, I want to be doing something that makes a difference in people's lives and that has a clear impact on communities, on people, um, and to obviously something that I can get a good degree of satisfaction from. Um, so long term, I wouldn't say that I necessarily have specific goals, but that I am very interested in as far I don't have specific goals as far as a position necessarily, but just knowing that I can continue to pursue excellence in whatever role I'm in, and uh, pursue excellence as far as pushing myself as well.
Okay. So, the last question that I've got for you: what 2 or 3 accomplishments have given you the most satisfaction, and why? This doesn't have to be personal, doesn't have to be business. It can be a mix of both. Whatever accomplishment accomplishments, 2 or 3 of them in your past that have given you the absolute most satisfaction, and why that was.
Okay, that's a really good question. I would say one of the greatest sources of personal achievement I think that I had was when I spent time overseas. Shortly after I got out of high school, I spent time working at a women and children's hospital um, in Mali, which is a very impoverished Western African country. Um, I don't have a lot of medical expertise, and I was only 19 at the time. But getting to know the people, getting to know the culture, and being able to do real concrete things for doctors, for patients, um, gave me an immense degree of personal satisfaction. And also, it came at a very critical time in my life. So I got a lot of satisfaction out of the way that it kind of helped to shape my worldview as a young adult, and also kind of gave me a little bit of a direction for where I wanted to focus my energy, moving forward. I knew that I wanted to be in working roles that were we're hands on, and we're truly helping people rather than um, just sitting behind a desk or things of that nature. Another thing that I've gotten um, a lot of personal satisfaction from, or great achievements, I would say at any point in time that I've been able to help anyone learn something. I grew up with 3 younger siblings, and growing up, they were a big part of my life. And so, anything that I was able to do that was involved with their education, with helping to teach them, even to just do things around the house. Um, Also, in various work roles that I've had, I've served in training functions where I've trained new hires, um, you know, managed people at different times to different extents, and being able to give people um, new skills, or the knowledge to teach themselves those skills, has always been a great source of satisfaction to me. I'm not a person who wants to do it all for someone. I would much rather, even if it takes longer, take the time to teach someone how to do something for themselves, so that they can succeed on their own in the future, and kind of build on those skills moving forward.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming in. That's all the questions that I had for you. Uh, Appreciate your interest in the position, and we'll let you know how it goes here pretty soon.
Thank you so much for your time. I
Of
appreciate
course.
it.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks.